20 questions video with some off other videos, some of my own. Number 1, do you drive, and if so, can you drive a clutch/stick shift? Yes and yes. 3 on the tree, 4, 5 speed. Haven't driven a 6 speed, no difference. What was your first car and what age did you get its number 2? 65 Ford I bought myself, total disaster. My dad was a Chevy man, found a 66 Chevy Bel Air 283 big car, no power steering, loved that car, sold it once and bought it back. Number 3, what is your favorite sporting event and which type? Stock car racing, mainly the Saturday night short track, and legitimate figure 8 racing, which you can find at the Indianapolis Speedrome, the Jeffersonville Sportsdrome. Number 4, have you ever been to another country, and if not, do you want to? No and no. Never had any desire to go to Mexico. I don't drink or get anything like that, so no sense in it. Thought about Canada years back for races, but no. With what you got to do to get across the border now, not worth it. Number 5, do you have a cell phone, home phone, or both? Right now, both, but I may take the home phone out. Number 6, how did your parents pick your name? My first name is the middle name of my my first name's the middle name of my maternal grandfather, and my middle name's the middle name of my paternal grandfather. Very simple. What's the best sporting event you ever attended or watched on TV? On TV, Dale Earnhardt finally won the Daytona 500 after I got a call from a Gordon fan telling me he was leading at lap 50, and I said, big deal. In person, Atlanta, 3 weeks after Dale's death, watching Harvick in that Childress car, same actual car Dale had won the same race a year before, beat Jeff Gordon by a hair. Number 8, when you were a kid, what Halloween costume did you dress up or want to dress up in? Don't remember a lot. Did find the picture of the tiger costume, and but I wanted to dress up as Fred Flintstone, believe it or not. I loved that show. Number 9, how old will you turn on your next birthday? Whew, 54? Are you kidding me? Number 10, do you wear glasses or contacts? If so, how often? Near or farsighted? Wear them more than I should. Don't have to wear them all the time. I can see far away. Got them on now to see this paper. But need them for reading and night driving. I can pass the driving test. So, yeah, I'm a little bit near, but mainly for reading. Number 11, would you consider LASIK, PRK? Why or why not? I actually had LASIK in 2000. It's regressed a little. One eye at the age of 41 was left slightly back for reading, and it worked out good for the first 5 or 6 years, but the eye left back for reading is actually not quite back far enough, and just went in a month or so ago, thought I was going to need an enhancement, found out I didn't, but he said, no, you're still okay, you can get by. You know, if you're comfortable reading, fine, night driving, fine, but so be it. Number 12, do you have a record player, retro or old? I don't even know if it works. I got one old one in the basement. I do have a retro player bought a few years ago. I do not understand them. Maybe somebody my age or older can comment. Why didn't they put 8 tracks on them things? Instead of with CDs or instead of CDs. What is your number 13, what is your favorite restaurant buffet for breakfast and lunch and or dinner? That's easy. Golden Corral. Best buffet going. Good price. Their breakfast buffet. You can eat their buffet cheaper than you eat at a Bob Evans or Denny's, complete with an omelet bar. Number 14, do you have any tattoos? If so, what age did you get your first one? If not, do you want one? No. And no, I thought about it at one time after my mother passed away, but when I seen the cares and everything of it, and I thought, no, I don't think so. Number 15, what is your pet peeve? It is a word, most useless word in the English language. I refuse to say it. It's spelled H-O-W-E-V-E-R. In print, always offset by a comma on both ends. Commonly used by newscasters, weathercasters, sportscasters, sports commentators when they can't think of anything to say. The only time it has a proper use is which way do you want your burger, and I still refuse to use it in that case. So be it. Number 16. Do you like Waffle Pone's videos on YouTube, and do you think it's fake? Well, I subscribe, and I think it's fake. I may even do a vlog on it. I'll probably do a vlog on it. Number 17. Do you have a desktop or laptop computer? 2 of each. Using my newer laptop now, older laptop mainly for NASCAR, Race View, Track Pass Race View, which has had memory added just for that purpose. So I use it quite a bit during the NASCAR season. It's sitting here beside me. I'm not going to turn the camera around, but feeling lonely, I'm sure. Number 18. What is your favorite non-sports TV show? Basically, I'm not going to name one show, but the 48 Hours or Dateline Mysteries. I watch a lot of a channel it's a Discovery channel called Investigation Discovery. Good channel. Watch it a lot. Number 19. Who is your favorite national anthem singer at any event, sporting, etc.? They're not the best singers, but the NASCAR kids at the Bristol night race, they've been doing it for the last 10 or so years. I used to go to it, but gave it up after the charter trip we went on. Didn't get enough people. They put their heart and soul into it. Granted, they're not the greatest singers, but hey, they're kids. Kids of drivers, officials, crew members. But man, they're all heart. Number 20. What is your favorite YouTube video? Why? Well, I'm going to name a couple, and they both involve NASCAR. Boy, that's a surprise. The first one, and I was at this race, the 1993 final race in Atlanta. If longtime NASCAR fans will remember, we, as the NASCAR community, lost Davey Allison and Alan Kulwicki in separate aircraft accidents during the year. Well, Rusty Wallace won the race. Dale Earnhardt won the championship. Disclaimer, I was an Earnhardt fan back in the day. And so they decided to do the Polish victory lap while Dale carried the Alan Kulwicki flag, and Rusty carried the Davey Allison flag. And it didn't matter if you were a fan of them two drivers. That was a sign of respect and just totally too cool. You can find it. Just type in Davey Allison, Alan Kulwicki tribute. You'll find it. And the other one was 2001 fall race at Dover. I think it was MBNA 400. And yes, I'm a Dale Earnhardt Jr. fan. This is an Earnhardt Jr. hat, and the light might be shining on it. But he'd happened to win the race. He won the race, and it was a known fact that there was going to be some one of the teams that may have been Kyle Petty's, but don't hold me to that, had brought a big American flag. And I may have forgot to mention, no, I didn't. The big American flag, Dale Earnhardt Jr. took the flag from the other crew and did the Polish victory lap. And now, before anybody at Polish Heritage says anything about this, Alan Kulwicki's the one that named this lap. And he did the Polish victory lap. And that day, it didn't matter if you were a Junior fan. Like I said, I am. You were proud to be American, because the country had just been through the worst time, some of the worst time in history. And it was just, if you were a NASCAR fan and didn't like it, I don't know why you're watching. It was probably the best, and you can find that 2001 MBNA 400. I'm not tagging anybody. If you like the questions, go ahead and do one. The other thing, yes, the questions were scripted, but the answers were random, and it looks like I'm going to get in under the 10 minutes, so 9:45, goodbye.